Greetings everybody, and welcome to part 62 of Kingdom Hearts. Now if this were the plain old regular vanilla edition that was first released on the PS2, well, I'd head on straight to the final world. But since I am playing Final Mix, there's actually one more boss fight that I want to show off before I head on to the final world and finish this game once and for all. Now, to be fair, folks, in order to trigger this boss fight right here, what you have to do is actually go to the final world first and trigger the first cutscene there, and then afterwards you can head on out of there and head straight back to Hollow Bastion, because this portal right here that you just saw right there for a moment, well, it will appear, and well, we need to go through it in order to encounter the Final Mix exclusive boss. So make sure you prepare yourself. If you have combo pluses, get rid of them. Make sure you equipped Zetetsuken, even though I do not for some reason. I equipped Trinity Limit because, you know, I figured might as well give it a shot, you know, Trinity Limit. And it's supposed to be very powerful from what I've heard, but yeah. Anyway, when you're ready, just head on into that portal, and here we go.
Who are you?
Ansem?
What's that supposed to mean?
Alright, this is our final optional boss of the game. Meet the, okay, you know, this guy, he has a name, but, well, if I were to say anything about this guy, well, it would spoil things for future games. For the time being, I'm just going to refer to this guy as the Unknown Man. And boy, the Unknown Man can be brutal. First of all, he can teleport using dark auras anywhere. He has a whole bunch of electric attacks. He has lasers that he can shoot out of his palms. He can create barriers like so. And he has these lightsaber-like laser swords known as ethereal blades, I think. Yeah, ethereal blades. So yeah, pretty much this guy moves around like a deranged Sith Lord high on a sugar rush. And, I mean, I would not be surprised if Namor and them were inspired by Star Wars. You know, it's kind of ironic since, you know, Disney now owns Star Wars, and oh, the irony. So yeah, folks, in order to survive this thing, make sure you have elixirs, mega potions, mega ethers. You're going to be using Cure a lot. Make sure you have Aruga and Gravity among your shortcuts, because you will use them. And especially the Gravity spell and the Arrow spell. Because as I'm demonstrating right here, gravity is, well, this guy is greatly affected by gravity, and spam gravity spells. Spam, 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 and yeah. Now, if he's affected slightly, you can get 10 tech points. If he is really affected to the point that he's just frozen in place on the ground for a bit, all stunned, you get 100 tech points, and you can get some good hits off him. So, yeah. Now, what I am not doing here is I am not summoning Tinkerbell, which I should have done from the start. And, yeah, I mean, Tinkerbell could be really beneficial during this fight. And there's especially this one move that is actually affecting me right now is when he shocks you, it's an HP draining attack, which will slowly drain your HP. And you have all these commands replaced by shock, 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 release, shock, release, shock, release. And make sure you highlight the shock, the release button to be free of this little HP draining attack. If you accidentally hit shock, you'll get zapped, and it's like, ugh. You don't want that. You do not want that. Oh my goodness, here I go again. Ugh. Oh jeez. Oh come on. Where's release? Release. Ugh. Finally. Ugh. Yeah, the more you attack this guy right here, the more crazy he'll get, the more his attacks will get a bit stronger and crazy. He'll teleport everywhere. And yeah, it's chaos, pandemonium, and yeah. And some say he's harder than Sephiroth himself. I don't think so because, well, one, you have Donald and Goofy with you to provide some backup support if you need any support. And if you want to switch out one of the guys for Beast for more power, I don't blame you as well. So, yeah. Now, here's the thing about this fight right here. Now, despite not being in the original vanilla edition of Kingdom Hearts, this is actually canon to the overall story. Yes, future games will reference this event, and for those of you who have played, Kingdom Hearts, the Vanilla Edition, and played Kingdom Hearts 2 not long afterwards, this thing will be referenced, and you'll be like, wait a second, I don't remember fighting this guy in my original version of Kingdom Hearts. What the heck, game? What the heck? It's all this final mix kind of thing that kind of bugs me when it bugged me now. I mean, the thing about final mixes in general, it's just like Japan's getting all the good stuff, and we overseas are getting we're getting shafted, really. I mean, the only way we can actually experience, final mix is, via YouTube or some other video hosting site, and the imports that people can get from Japan, assuming they have machines that can play region-free games or have a region-specific gaming system, or emulators, that sort of thing. But still, it's not fair to the rest of us overseas who are playing games for the story, and unbelievable. But that's all in the past. Thankfully, they realized that, well, we want the complete story and release this nice little compilation that contains final mix and all that sort of thing, so it's bridge under the water at this point. Bridge under the water. Jeez. Man, this guy's getting desperate. I mean, he only has a couple of hits left, and I don't want to die at this point. Oh, jeez. Good. Run away. God. And with that takes care of the unknown man. Now, I will say that even though we have defeated him this time, well, let's just say that it's all part of a larger plot.
What are you talking about?
Okay, for being the unknown man, we get the XP necklace and another Ansem report. But the good news is, it's our final Ansem report of the game. We get the trophy He Who Doesn't Exist. That's nice. That's for being the unknown man. And we get Searcher for collecting all the Ansem reports. And you know what? I've been collecting all these new Ansem reports, and I think the time has come for me to actually sit down and read them for a little bit. So if you want to read these Ansem reports with me, go right ahead. If not, you can skip on to the next part, in which I will actually go on to the final world. Now, before I go on with these Ansem reports, I would like to point out that the voice acting during these cutscenes were actually cut and paste from previous cutscenes in the throughout the game. So, no new dialogue from Haley Joel Osment and Goofy. So, yeah. I mean, why would they include quote-unquote voice acting in these cutscenes and not in the others starring Riku in them? Oh well. Anyway, let's get started. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart, cultivate darkness in the pure heart, both suppress and amplify the darkness within. What? The experiments caused the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. The treatment produced no signs of recovery. I combined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Whoa! Sometime later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of... yeah, I was going a little too fast. Sorry, folks. The Heartless appear in groups and multiply rapidly. I provide them both living and non-living subjects. They respond only to the living? And, after multiplying, after absorbing something from the... Ho. Okay, so yeah. The new Ansem reports paint a whole different picture of what this Ansem guy really is all about. Basically, he's experimenting with actual people in order to create more of these Heartless. You know, for science! He must study the behavior of these dark creatures. And could they just be the darkness in people's hearts? A massive core of energy lay beyond the doors sought out by the Heartless. It may be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I devised a hypothesis based on my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless be on other hearts, and yet they learn for the energy core and that door must be the heart too, the heart of the world. There's no proof, but I felt that... So, yeah... Oh boy, so this is where he learns about the heart of the world, and the Heartless really want that heart of the world because, the Heartless want hearts. They are hungry. There's no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to people's hearts. Further study may unravel both the motivations and mystery shroud. I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. So yeah, folks, this is his creation of the Emblem Heartless machine. By recreating the conditions that spawn Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device, culminations of all my research thus far, the machine test ran successfully creating a Heartless. Okay, a little too fast, I'm sorry. The two should remain distinct for the purposes of the experiment, so I will mark the one created artificially. So yeah, all the ones with those Heartless symbols, yep, the artificially created Heartless that good old Ansem has produced. Just as people's hearts are same, do so worlds. Deep within world lies the door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts. Born out of the darkness in people's hearts, they seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. It is the core of the... I shall pursue the answers there and become all-knowing. Okay. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail, and I will cast off and plunge into the depths of the darkness? So yeah, folks, we learned that good old Ansem just shed his body so that he can study the darkness even further, and okay. And opening the door to a world's heart causes its walls to crumble, as we've seen. The gummy blocks can travel freely between other worlds, I know that. And doors can be locked using a keyblade, which we've demonstrated throughout this game. And yeah. So in other words, we've been doing good by sealing off the worlds to those the hearts of the worlds from those heartless, keeping them safe and all that sort of thing. So yeah. And I've chosen a girl, and blah blah blah. She may lead me to the keyblade bearer, and so. Okay, what this doesn't explain is that a girl who is known as, well, Kyrie, what he's done is he sent Kyrie away into the darkness, and well, you know, she found a way to Destiny Islands where, well, the Keyblade wielder resides. Originally Riku and now Sora, so yeah, Ansem was correct in that assumption. But there's more to that as we'll discuss in future games. But for right now, we're just learning how much of a jerk good old Ansem is. I mean, we learn more about his obsession with darkness, how darkness equals ultimate power and knowledge, and he desires this power and knowledge for himself. Now, this last report right here, about where does the body go once the Heartless is created, well, let's just say that it's a plot point for a, well, that will be expanded upon in the sequels. It's about the creation of, well, it is kind of a creation, but what happens to the body after the Heartless goes away and the heart's free and all that sort of thing. And yes, Nobody. We'll be hearing more about the Nobody, well, soon, really. So that's it for the Ansem reports. It paints Ansem as a complete jerk that needs to go down, and that's what we're going to do, folks. We will take him down once and for all, and in order to do so, we need to head on to the final world. And yeah, folks, so make any final preparations, because next part, we're going for it.